All right, so this is something I was kind of working on, but I wanted to do a little bit different. Um, one thing I was trying to think about this time is doing a little bit of different voice when my character was in the game. Another thing that I really wanted to do was to be able to, uh, when I cast a spell, be able to, like do the verbal components for the spell. So I'll give you an example of that. Like my Dragonborn, or not Dragonborn, my Draconic Sorcerer has the ability to cast some different spells. So one would be like False Life. So rather than just being like, hey, I'm going to cast False Life, I wanted to go like, I'm going to cast False Life.
Fast forward.
It's little stuff like that that I think will just, kind of give the game a little bit more, you know, stuff. So we're in combat and we're like, okay, cool, let's go on. Let's see what's going to happen. And I'll be like, all right, I'm going to cast Blade Ward.
Kaiosen. Kaiovar.
I don't know. Just kind of goofy. Stuff like that seems pretty cool. The way that I created those audio files was just using, this recorder. I probably won't do it all the time, especially not at first level, but one thing I was working on was using a voice modulator to change my voice because normally I sound like this. Wouldn't it be cool if I sounded different when I hit third level and I get scales and, start to become more draconic? Um, but anyway, this is kind of what I was working on with that.
What do you think? How do you like that? Does it sound cool? Like, that's one level of just trying to do something a little bit different when we play. Um, it's one of those levels where I'm not really sure if it's going to work out all the way or I'm going to be able to do this all the time, but I just think, playing a character that sounds more heroic and has a little bit more of that level, to be able to be like, unleash all this power. Fools, you know what I mean? Ha 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 ha. It's kind of fun to just mess around and do different things. I love playing these games. We've had a good time with it so far, so I don't know, we're like 40 years in, 45. I've lost track at this point. But yeah, it's one of those levels of just, trying to see what I can come up with to make the game a little bit different.
And it is pretty cool to be, on that level of just having, buttons that are pretty easy to flip back and forth between, you know, every round being like, all right, sorcerer's first, my cantrip.
A Apraplo stick. Svoro.
Yeah, and just roll the dice and go on from there. But, like when we're interacting with an NPC.
What are you doing? Hold on, stop that. It's just kind of fun to be able to switch back and forth between them. So, all right, y'all have a good day.